Good morning, students. Okay, what we discussed in the last class? We discussed in the last class that the establishment of Indian National Congress in Unit 3 in Nationalisms of India. So, today we will see at the initial stage, means all of you understand, whenever the Indian National Congress is established, at the time it is like a plant. It is like a plant. Means, what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? See, whenever Indian National Congress, means INC, is established in 1885, it is its initial stage. Means, in this initial stage, it is in ongoing process, in making process. Okay. No any kinds of rules are there, who is the representatives of, who are the participants are there, nothing is decided there. Okay. So, it is in initial stage. So, let me see, in the initial stage of Indian National Congress, which kinds of activities it's done in his initial stage of Indian National Congress. So, very first activity, they started that political rights. Indian wants a political rights from to the Britishers. Which kinds of political rights? So, we are asking to the Britishers that give us a chance to become a members of parliament, to become a representatives in the in the Indian parliament. At that time, the Britishers are ruled, so we call it a British parliament. Okay. So, to involve the Indian peoples in the parliament. So by that way we want some political rights, political justice from the Britishers. Okay. Then another economic. Okay. We have to want right of economic. Then give a chance to the farmers, businessmen, traders. They can buy easily the things and they can sell the things easily. It is our second argument against of the British rule. Then social growth. Okay. We need social growth because at that time so many superstitions and social evils are there spread in all over the country and all over the society. So we want the social growth and also education. Okay. We need education. So we asking to the Britishers that please allow us to take educations in any field, and more people are involving in such kinds of activities of education. So this is the our in Indian National Congress, this is the at the initial stage, these kinds of request is done by the Indian National Congress to the Britishers. Okay. So another thing is, okay, at the initial stages you all know that there is a moderate phase of Indian National Congress, and in that moderate phase, in this moderate phase that we Indian peoples are just not to go through the fighting against of Britishers, but just we are doing petitions, request, prayers. Okay. Public, private, there is just do the prayers to the Britishers, then give us such a kinds of rights. Okay. Then another thing is that at the times of British rules in India, there is no allow and there is no rights of speech also to the Indian peoples. They are not giving us a chance to speak what we want to speak in the public areas. So Indian National Congress participants are requesting to the British rule or Britishers that allow us Indian people to rights of speech. Then another thing is, we passes so many resolutions at that times. We passes resolutions means we make one page, and in that we will write some rules and regulations that we want to follow in our country. So it is called a resolution. So So that kinds of resolutions is made by many resolutions made by the Indian National Congress and published in front of the Britishers. And then what happened? The results of that, Britishers giving us a little bit chance to take part in a politics, and also give rights to speech, and some little bit rights they are providing to the Indian people. So the Indian National Congress passes many resolutions such as expansions of the legislative contest to keep at least 50% elective representatives of Indian. What we want? We want that at least 50%, okay, in legislative, at least 50% of representatives of India is participating in the parliament, in the making of law, in the making of constitutions, in the governing body. So this is the request of Indian National Congress. And the another thing is what? The parliament should be more answerable, because at that time in the British rule, whatever the questions is arised by the people, by the farmers, by the businessmen, then hostile businessmen, means the people who are work at the very ground level, they are just want some answers from to the Britishers, but they are nothing giving any answer properly to them. So they want that parliament become more answerable. This is the request of Britishers. Then another thing is then transparent. We need our governance transparent, like this way. How means transparent? Means whatever is going on in parliament, that all the such kinds of information that you share with the peoples of India, it is called a transparent legislative we need. Then answerable parliament we want at the time. So in the assemblies, then due to the demand of the Indian National Congress, the British government granted more freedom to the press. Okay, see, they are not giving us a chance to speak in the public or private sectors, but after this resolution they giving us a little bit grant permission to publish a newspaper at a part of India, and they giving us a permission to publish such a kinds of press, and granted more personal liberty also, and giving more personal liberty also, and freedom of speech to the peoples of India. The Indian National Congress inspired many educated youths and foresters and nationalisms in the educated classes. So as a result, many capable and potential leaders joined these organizations. Okay, whenever the Indian National Congress is become, it's too much small, means very small plant, but after passing of some years, so many representatives is participating in that, and they work for the Indian National Congress, and they work for the freedoms of the Indian National Congress, and some changes in the Indian National Congress also in our country also. So this is the our initial stage of Indian National Congress, how it is work at the very initial stages of the Indian National Congress. Okay, now let we go another portions. Okay, let me go to the another portions of the part that, okay, the next part that we learn today is policy of divide and rule. The policy of divide and rule. So what happened in the sessions of Indian National Congress? Actually what happened that in the discussion, in the meeting, Indian National Congress participants invite the Viceroy of India at that time. Lord Curzon is the Viceroy of India. So what actually happened? Let's see which kinds of activities go on in India and in Indian National Congress. Particularly we invited him to see the particular situation. So Lord Curzon, the person Lord Curzon. Okay. It's visit Indian National Congress session and attending the meetings of Indian National Congress. Then see, he is not just attend the meeting, but after attending this meeting, he noticed that now the Indians peoples are together to do fight against of Britishers, and they want to beat the Britishers. They already know the ideas comes in the minds of Britishers. If we are not divide them, then in the further next day, in the next years or in the initial days, maybe it's go against of British rules, because they now become together. They make one group, and after they just make not group, but they just all become equal and become one group are there, and they fight against of Britishers. Then definitely Britishers become not more chance to govern the India and to govern the as a ruler of the India. So it is think by the Lord Curzons, and after coming of these meetings of Indian National Congress, he come to the point that now it's time to divide the rule, divides and rule. Okay, this policy comes. It is the impact of the meetings of Indian National Congress, and it is the this thinking is the birth from the minds of Lord Curzon. Okay, uh, it is the comes from the minds of Lord Curzons, and whatever they do, see, in the 1905, Lord Curzon just partitioned the Bengal of from to Orissa, and Orissa, Bengal is there, and they divide its half. See, this is the, all of you know that here are our Bengal region, here are Orissa, either West Bengal, then Orissa, okay. So what actually happened is one region. It is the one region. And actually, what happened? Bihar. Another portion is Bihar. So see, Orissa, West Bengal, and Bihar. These all are one region. At that time. Okay, one state. But what actually happened? Lord Curzons is just divide it. How it divide? There are in West Bengal, there are most of Muslim peoples are there, and in Orissa and West Bengal, in Bihar and Orissa, there are Hindu peoples are there. Hindu, and another in Bengal are there is Muslims are there. And okay, what is the reasons is given by the Lord Curzons? All of you know that. Then this is too much big, vast states, and we can't administrate it. It is the out of handling. So there are so many populations are there. That's why we will divide it. This is the reasons given by the Lord Curzon. But actually, these reasons is not proper, because what happened? He want to just broke, and he wants to fight to each other. Then Hindu and Muslim, they want that peoples are not fighting to each other. Then how can we govern the whole India? So they started to partitions of Bengal from Orissa, Bihar, and Bengal, and make them a two state. Like some parts of Bengal is including in Orissa, and some part of Bengal is including in Bihar. So there is Bihar and Orissa, and there are two parts. They are just divided in two parts. So it is called the partitions of Bengal. The partitions of Bengal. So which policies make divide and rule. Policies make divide and rule. Who made this policy? Lord Curzon. Okay. In which year he is divided Bengal? In 1905. Okay. This day in the Bengal celebrated as Black Day. This day celebrated in Bengal as a Black Day also at that time. Why? Because see, actually what happens, see, if here are so many houses here, okay, so many houses, so they are one divided from this part and this part, and actually what happened, the relations of peoples are become too much worse and they go against of each other. So this happening in them, and after the dividing of this, what actually happened, all sides want their both Hindu and Muslim wants their electoral election booth they separately wants. So actually what happened, Lord Curzon is not divide just Bengal, but they wants to divide the whole caste of Muslims and Hindu, and they wants to that both Hindu and Muslim is fight to each other for to regional, for to education, for to political right, for to social rights, for to education, and each and everywhere, and on the basis of casteism, on the basis of casteism. So this is the ultimate goal of Lord Curzon, that divide and rule. So ultimately he divided the Bengal in the year of 1905, and he success in his plans, and see, partitions of Bengal is too much famous because of the Lord Curzon. This is happened in the Curzon. And what happened? Eastern Bengal, there is a majority of Muslim populations are separated from it, and Bengal was the most active provinces at the nationals activities. Okay, actually all the activities started from the Bengals that we know, that we studied very first class, that Rajaram Mohan Rai also came from that. Many scholarly persons who wants to change in society, it's come from to Bengal. So it is too much nationalist activities is done in the Bengal. So it is too much important place. So the main intentions of Lord Curzon is to promote communal differences. Okay, want they promote whatever they want to promote in the people, communal rights they want to done. Then Hindu and Muslims are fight to each other. So it is the ultimate goal of the Lord Curzon. Then actions and thus awakened the momentum of political awakening among the people, and national leaders and the common people understood the intentions behind the partitions and opposed it. Okay, whenever Lord Curzon is divided, then the peoples are don't know then actually why it is divided by the Lord Curzon. Peoples are think that for the purpose of the to good governance, to good administration, it's just divide. But after the passings of time, there are riots between Muslims and Hindu, and such a kinds of situations this arise from these two castes. So people can easily understand that what is the ultimate goal of Lord Curzon to divide after the Bengals. Okay, I hope all of you understand it very well. So let me revise it. Policy of divide and rule is comes under the Lord Curzon, and in which year? In the year of 1905. In the year of 1905, and by this way, what he done? He want just divide the Bihar, Odisha, and Bengal. Bihar, Odisha, and Bengal in two equal parts, and in the West Bengal there is a majority of Muslims, and in the Odisha and Bihar there is majority of Muslims, castes them. So what actually happened? So see, in Bengal there is a Muslims and then the half Muslims is a Bihar and the half Muslim is a Gowana, Odisha. So in Bihar and Odisha there is a Muslim, there are Hindu already, there is a Muslim already. So here also Hindu already there and Muslims are already. So they are fight with each other. They fight with each other. So these kinds of situations is arise because of Lord Curzon's, because of partitions of Bengal. So there are so many reactions after this is come, and so many scholars and so many representatives of Indian National Congress is go against of this. then also there is no results comes, and after some times these rules and these regulations and this rule is changed by the British peoples, and they finalized to equal the whole state, and they cancelled these partitions, divides and rule, and after some time it become one state. So this is the story of Bengal partitions and the policy of Lord Curzon, that divide and rule. Okay, I hope all of you understand it very well. Okay, let me meet in the next class. See it multiple times. Okay, I hope all of you understand it very well. Goodbye to all. Take care.